we are continuing to push Green Earth. This time we'll play as Jess again. I had a good time last time, although I admit there's also Sensei there with his battlecopters, so... Okay. Will we have Sensei's help? Is this one going to involve a lab? That's my question. I think we only had one, technically two lab missions so far. One was an easy one with Rick where we just had to defend a lab in Fog of War. The other one was the Blitz with Eagle. That was one of the first Green Earth missions. We need to ignore the lab. Go straight for the cannons. Let me start with the lap again. Nice. But I consider heavily outnumbered and have one infantry unit. It's going to take 4 turns to secure that factory. Alright, this is versus Hawk. I see an HQ. I mean, the very first thing I have to do, quite obviously. Start capturing that fat. Oh, right, that's not even 4 turns. That's like. Not quite 10 turns, but that's gonna be a long time coming. Okay, what do we have to deal with? Got 2 factories, an airport. Perfect. Perfect conditions are probably HQ capture or wipe out the enemy, but yep. Alright, no time limit. So this is gonna be pretty damn rough. Oh yeah, we have 2 factories down here. That's actually fantastic. I mean, I immediately see what I need to do with units I have. I need to move them onto those properties. I need to move this tank to counter the anti-air, because anti-air is anti-infantry. It's also the recon, but the recon's not as devastating as anti-air, so that's fine. Yeah, I guess that'll be my second move. I'll need to capture the airport. Also need to... Alright, let's strategize. So we have limited ammo on our big hitters up here, which is unfortunate, but we'll have to make do. That means we need to get an APC up their stats. They'll have a factor over there in 2 turns. Wait, will we rush that or not? That's 2 tanks and rockets. I'm not seeing as straight of a line as before. Well, I guess what I need to decide is, or rather what I'm getting hung up on the thinking process is what to prioritize right now. Because HQ capture, wipe out enemy units, protect the lab. Or to phrase that another way, HQ capture, hamper enemy strength, and protect the lab. If I want to hamper enemy strength, I need to go for here to this corner to basically untake that factory. No, the HQ capture is just straight north. Alright, let's play my victory condition first. Just go through these in order, see what needs what lines up. So we'll want to get some rockets positioned here south of the mountain range. So that way it can provide covering fire onto whatever forces we deploy onto their HQ proper. As for what we deploy onto the HQ proper... Oh, let's see what status we got. 9,000 to return. Okay. This is gonna be a bit rough on the funds, but one isn't it? The transport returns after all. So again, to capture HQ, we're gonna want rockets, so that way we can fire on the factories. Maybe missiles to fire on the airport, but that feels a bit too far. In fact, we can't really attack range on missiles. Okay, I'm just going... I don't want to move my units just yet, so I'm just going to assume attack range is 5, because that sounds about right. Or 5 or 6. If it's 6, we can open fire on the airport from this square here. If it's 5, then we can't really open fire on it directly. As for rockets, I mean, yeah, we could move them into both of these aisles, and then between the 2 of them, the factor's covered. That is also a potential. Yeah, I can't ignore the neutral airport in the center. I may not capture it. I know, wild, right? I'm giving up bombers, but you don't really see that giving us potential anti-air or potential T-copters. The thing is, it just has weaker air units. So, It's like, yeah, I could get some air units, I could get some anti-air up. Okay, if I get a fighter jet, then I can shut down whatever they pump out of their airport unless it's another fighter jet. Ideally, I'm looking to get using ground units, which is just his strength. As such, I want to keep Hawk from capturing the airport, because I don't want him to have it, but otherwise, I'm not sure I'd really want to make use of air units that much, as having a T-copter to just quickly transport infantry over the mountain range to their HQ. At that point, we'd have to, yeah, at that point, with the rockets set up, it should just be shooting fish in a barrel and make sure that the infantry can actually hit the spot that they need to. Yes, just get infantry on the HQ and make sure there's enough armor to body block for them. Because these units that we have around their HQ already, they should have moved out well before the time they actually got rockets into position, because that is a lot of grass plains, and rockets, 2 rocket units is 30,000 fun, 6 turns, so they're going to be long gone. First I'll have to be prepared to make do with just 1 set of rockets, which will be rough, obviously. Whatever. Gotta just do with what you have most of the time. Okay, so that's the strategy for the HQ. What if the rockets don't work out? Well, if the rockets don't work out, I'm still pushing north along this bridge, and I'm going to make use of this choke point here to basically set up a tank line, probably back it up with artillery, and just slowly encroach, pushing forwards onto their HQ. Rockets will still be pivotal to hamper their factories, but that will be the general way that I end up pushing their HQ if I can't just blitzkrieg it with some infantry and artillery. Okay, what about the lab? Checking the lab. So we have 3 tanks, recon, which was just anti-infantry, that's very fast and move. You can move like 5. Yeah, you can go pretty far. I don't think this recon can stop factory capture. I'm not quite willing to suicide it for that. I may end up having to just let Hawk take that factory, because I don't see a way to really block it. That's the thing, if I blitz the factory, I'm overextending a lot of units against 2 tanks and rockets. The infantry don't quite matter, they can't do much to vehicles, but just machine guns. But I only have like 1 unit to send over there against 30, so not good. I'll just have to plan around having to defend the slab from multiple angles. So yes, we are indeed working to capture this base already. So that's 7 turns. Wow. Okay, hold up for 7 turns. After that, we can start producing a counteroffensive force. That's rough. We're going to need an APC to get up there, like, fucking immediately. They have low ammo on everything. What do you know? An APC costs 5,000. Yeah, that's rough. Now then, they've got helicopters, tanks, enemy tanks, artillery, mech units. Definitely want to set up our... Yeah, okay, so the rocket's already in a pretty good position. It's not a great position, but it still helps. Honestly, I think I'll just make a line of artillery here. Low fuel. Ugh. Yeah, this ain't great. Alright, so that'll block those two tanks. Still have to worry about the tanks and rockets from there, but at the very least, can punch through that relatively easily at 50 fuel, which is pretty good. I'm gonna say... I know the cities offer more defense, but they're also more extended from our defensive line, which isn't good. Yeah, the anti-airs will stay where they are, as long as they're in a position to immediately move to where they need to be. That's good. So this anti-air can cover this lower city, this one can cover the upper one, so whichever one the battlecopter infantry go for, you can take them out. That's good. Yeah, they're gonna get hit by tanks immediately. As for down here, yeah. Yep. Okay, so you have to basically travel along the road. Get there. Same deal. So as long as we can get this tank to exactly this junction, yeah, the city is now safe. Okay, we're going to need APC, and that's honestly all we can really do this turn. Alright, this is Hawk, so Battle of Attrition is definitely a bad idea. response to that. Okay, interesting. I just made a standoff situation there. Can't attack the tank without also being range with the rockets. Which means we either leave that gap open in our defenses, or, well, I think let's go a bit south, I guess. How much ammo we got? 2. Alright, so that's one tank unit down. Alright, the mech unit can just immediately attack that, though, that artillery, so that's... gonna have to do that. So we open fire with the MD tank. That'll significantly weaken a hot tank there. With our tanks around, finish it off. Now the recon has to be a bit of a sacrifice there. Keep the best cover we can with the city, but that's really all we can do. MD tank cannot move that far, so it'll probably have to swap places with this tank here we've got. That's the best we've got there, but we do have a tank now outside the encirclement, which is great. This tank can now work on flanking the rockets or trying to guard the APC on its way to capture. Okay, they've got infantry and seacopters. Alright, that's our obvious next move. Let's look at the mech to kind of help counter whatever vehicles they have going. It's tempting, but I think I'll let that be just to maximize her HP this turn. But Yeah, I'm not sure if I want this tank to attack the one next to it. It's will the damage it inflicts be worth the retaliatory damage? Probably, actually. Not what I thought. My gut said no, that was a bad idea. Yeah, the gap is now widened from a 1 HP difference to a 2 HP difference, so not good. Don't take the left, but... Interesting choice there. Alright, if the recon survive this, then we're in good straits for that. Alright, whether the recons will live or die. Yeah. Now the MD tank can, or the tank, honestly, either one can move in to try and corner that angle. Are they going to whip around their tanks too? Yeah, fair. That's fair. Yeah, these infantry, understandably, not doing so hot. I don't expect them to live for too much longer, honestly. Right, should have blocked off the artillery helicopter. Yeah, we can drop in air troops, but those are running out. Yeah, that's why I made the APC. Right. Thanks for reminding me, Jess. Let's just double check that, because I know overdrive was, yeah, attack rise 150 vehicles and 2 point of movement versus groundies. Indirects get more range, vehicles get more defense, and we have fuel ammo, so bullet charge. Yeah, that's enough. That the anti-air is gone. It's like no matter which angle we try to attack that tank from, they can always just reposition to a city next turn. I'm still sending an APC though. More tank. Yeah, I may as well spend the training cash on infantry units. Oh, fan-fucking-tastic. We can get further artillery. Oh, there's 2 artillery units we have to tackle. Ugh. And there's the NB tank. You know, the NB tank's gonna be kind of pivotal to take out right now. Alright, that handles that. Yeah, no matter which woods we set up in, they're always in the line of fire, so we'll just move the anti-air up. Yeah, let's eliminate these tanks first. Tactical range. Ugh. Yeah, we have to just go here to block their tank. Okay, that's everything there. Actually, true, even if the air units are weaker for Jess, they're still air units, and ground units won't have much means. Wait, he's using his superpower mid-turn? Never seen any idea that before. Okay, so we have that handled. Yeah, that infantry is basically gone. MD tank is not dead, but it's definitely pulled off the front lines for now. Buys us some time. It should be just about a kill. Get a bit lucky. Yeah, we aren't lucky enough. course, everything I can do up there. APC. Put you in there. And get you going. Okay, nothing on that factory just yet, but they are still capturing those buildings. The anti-air. The tanks still can't do too much for the MD tanks, but yeah, that's not pleasant to see regardless. Southern front finally secure. Alright, with that, they've got that captured. We finally have that captured. I'll actually be taking Jess's advice right now and gunning for the airport. Then I'm going to make a recon. So we got some rows to infantry down there in that little corner. We're also going to need some infantry too. Alright, that should do it. Yeah, that does it. Oh, still survives. Alright, first things first. This front line is just about collapsed, unfortunately. Okay, up here. By that. Yep, go there. There. And you will go here. I get more tanks or more anti-air though? Well, we're about to lose our anti-air, so way better to future-proof that. Alright, good. Push the artillery back. That's good by our artillery. Alright, 2 more days and then we'll have the factory captured. Just moving the infantry first, because, like, what else? What else do we need to do? So there is increasing our defenses, and then there's increasing our offensive movement. Yeah, I'll overdrive. that blocks the tank from coming in further. Now the question is, do I want this empty tank to immediately turn around and assist that line? Or do I want them to push forward the rest of these guys? The recon's going to come here to just shred this infantry. Yeah, that's your goal. You along. I'll save the funds to set up a chopper like immediately next turn. Actually, one infantry. You can start capturing more properties on our side of the map. Please, just you, and you'll need to reinforce the lab. So, with my rockets, we're going to turn around. Almost time to reap that one infantry though. Oh, more infantry. Okay. Well, first things first. Okay, as long as the infantry survives into the start of next turn, we have that captured. Like, just hands down. Okay, that covers the lab troops. You're just gonna harry the artillery. You'll start capturing there. We almost have enough for a bomber, like right out the get-go now. That's actually great. So I might just spare some funds for a little bit. Once we get 8 bomber, we can really protect the lab from whatever heavy machinery they got. It'll just be an issue of... okay, what's our funds return? 10,000. Okay, so we can't make a tank. Because, yeah, sure, if I make a tank, I'll have 10k left, then I'll get 10k next turn, and I'll be able to make a bomber, except there's repairs. units will take funds from repairs, so like they can't just make a tank. You have to make something cheaper. Probably infantry again. Infantry or recon? Probably infantry. Alright, and then we just pop it there. And that covers all of our units. Not too bad. Yeah, that clears the factory. Okay, that plugs up their factory for now and sets us on a course to actually capture it. Okay. Go. Capture that property. Make a bomber. Start capturing that property. Could make another recon. Doesn't really seem like it's a good idea. Yep, finally have a factory. Okay, you can hold that for like one more turn. And by hold that, I mean hold off on killing that infantry that's at 1 HP. Okay, that handles that. just in time for Black Storm. Make the factory capture 3 turns. Snap. Yeah, I don't really care about holding that city too much, or rather, keeping a unit stationed on it. It's not really the important part. No, I pulled the MB tanks back. It's pretty good. You just have to be mindful of anti-air. Make sure that bomber can do things uncontested. I wanted to make anti-air, but I double tapped. Alright, where is their anti-air? There, it can't really cover their MP tank. Fantastic. Now then, let's probably just get a B-copter up in the air. Cool. Go back to the infantry. Fire on this infantry. Alright, great. We're gonna need a B-copter. I need something fast acting that can also assist with wiping out ground and air units. Sorry about the infantry. Alright. Well, again, as long as we can keep infantry away from the lab, it's actually fine. Doesn't matter how overrun it gets with vehicles. What are they gonna do? Get out? Alright, do we overdrive or do we bullet charge? These are good questions I do not really have answers for. I say overdrive because we do need to get our units out there to the lab quickly. Alright, that clears up the infantry there. Clears up that. Okay, what can this anti-air do? I'm kind of supported spelling units. It's just a kind of though. Alright, that severs the E-tank. First, pull up the tanks. Alright, and then we'll just go in here. Yeah, I'm not thinking we're doing the rocket strategy. I think what we're ultimately going to do is just wear out Hawk's troops, actually, because all of them will just come from these top two factories and airport. So as long as we can... I mean, we're not going to war of attrition him. Let's be clear, I'm still going to gun for an HQ capture in the end, but I'm prioritizing securing the lab first. Which does ultimately lead to a war of attrition, because once the lab has a bulkhead secured, I'm going to push towards his HQ, which actually probably should just push towards the HQ already at this point. I've got decent funds, so I can just make a fighter jet and that'll counter everything that speed out of an airport. Except for another fighter jet anyways. What's interesting is the whole pressing L to cycle to uncommanded units hasn't been working on this map. It's interesting. Ah, shucks. Oh, they still live. Alright. Our air problem should be gone now. With the jets, we now have air superiority. Unless Hawk decides to deploy jets, then we don't anymore. Alright, factory's ours. Let's get them upwards, but on planes. Well, not on airplanes, but on grass planes. So that provides them one-star cover as opposed to roads. Alright, B coppers are gone. Oh, they have a bomber now. I like infantry. So yeah, Hawk is actually starting to push her HQ now, which is unfortunate. Alright, what can we do? Well, for one, we can actually start to harass their stuff. That is totally what Hawk would say. Alright, as for this recon, there's no infantry moving towards the labs. We're gonna reposition that recon towards our HQ. And that covers everything. Ah, we're property. Infantry's probably dead. Yeah. No anti-air. Interesting. %. Oh. Alright, we'll move to capture that neutral property in a bit. Let's see. 16%. This might just be a terrible idea. No, it's actually a good idea. Wipe it out. Okay, let's tackle you. Alright, that's 30%. Yep, we're gonna move to capture that city again. And put the anti-air up there. And I'll station some anti-air right there. They're actually pretty secure, so I'm going to make those rockets I said I need to suppress their HQ. And I will have this infantry work on capturing their cities over here. Ah, yes, the bomber. I said, like, I'm hitting L right now. And it's not... Yeah, it's not highlighting the bomber. It should highlight the bomber. It's not, though. Can you? Rockets be on. Now, it would suck if it spawned a... Hey, you can spawn a fighter jet if he really wants to. It'd suck if he did. I mean, that would be goodbye bomber. Goodbye MB tank. Don't worry, their bomber should be gone, though, because 2 anti-airs can't do much. Oh no, there are bear costs. Ah. No, just treat. Alright, keeping an eye on the factories for anti-air. Oh, just MB tank. Okay. I don't think we need to do much right now. I think we've turned this ship around. Use the CO power next turn. Use my infantry to help with captures. I'll just go for the infantry. Just slow down that capture here. As for this, I think I'll sacrifice the 5 HP tank. Just get rid of this thing right up front. And yeah, more cover. I don't think we need more infantry here, because we're gonna capture all their stuff in like a few turns, so that's fine. Now I need that slow journey up to the mountain range for the rockets. Very, very slow journey. How much range do missiles have? I'm gonna check. It's 5. Okay. So nothing can really reach the airport. I want to remind you, fighters have more movement than bombers, so if Hawk just makes a fighter there, a bomber's done. I'll just try to make the most that I can out of what's left of its life. Yeah. Honestly, quite sure the next unit should be, because if I make it T-Copter, I can ferry that mech I have here towards the center of the map to their HQ, but HQ's not really clear to capture at the moment. Still got plenty of units around. And we don't have enough units to, like, encircle the HQ either. So... could make more ground unit. Because more ground unit would... well, that'd be just a specialty. You can also set up for a second bomber, which... due to how powerful bombers are... we could also... yeah, not quite sure. Let me just go with the P-Copter. Just go with the P-Copter. It's cheaper. Now, either infantry or mech. Mech. It's rugged terrain all the way up to the HQ. Oh, because L isn't working, let's double check I've actually used all my units. And we're done. Okay, I mean, if you destroy the tank, the AA just moves in. If you don't destroy the tank, I just move the tanks back and the AA moves in, so... P-Copter's gone. Alright, what is your production? Anti-air, but no fighter jet. Man, that was a lot of repair costs. We don't really have any indirect units, or many indirect units in place, because bullet charge is when we want to hunker down, hold a location, you got a lot of indirect fire, it's just, we got a kill zone set up, keep it supplied, keep it firing. It's not what we got going on currently, though. What we got going on currently is we have just the rockets here. That's it. So, bullet charge will just give us the defense and the refuel. We don't really need the refuel. So, I don't need the defense either because we're on the offense right now. Alright, you get extra turn. Actually, no. Right there. If you capture their city, you capture their city, you capture that city. Just be an APC and move up there. Oh, you're low fuel. Capture that city. And do that city. Go back for repairs. Go forward to blast it. And it's just one more city. Not gonna hurt us too much if they let them have it. Alright, as for you, we could make MD tank, we could make rocket, we could make missile. We could make more B-copter. I don't think more B-copter is a great idea, but we could make more B-copter. Pulling the bombers back because the anti-air that got spawned there, so, you know. Infantry is still covered, so that's unfortunate. That there is just outside range of the artillery. Okay. Again, I have a question of what unit do I make? And I think I have my answer. Let me just double check. Okay, my income's 18k. I can afford to make an APC here. Double check all the units are. Yeah, we're good. Alright, that's more fun doing from Hawk. One more bomber in the air. That might have been a bad move for the B-copter, honestly. Almost was a bad move. That one's infantry is now mitigated. Artillery's been hampered. My question, can we finish it off? Ah, getting close to finishing it off. Yeah, that makes sense. Does it? Well... I'll move you over this way. Oof. You'll sit there, so airfields. will sit there because infantry can't move for a while. Honestly, may as well make artillery to back up the rockets. Okay, let's wrap up the property capture here. Alright, so we can't hit up the Alright, let's move you down there. If we can hit that B-copter, so let's just finish off with the anti-air. Move you back to our ABC. We'll just sit there. You have to support the recon, because again we're trying to set up position south of their HQ. Oh, they got missiles now. Yeah, that tracks. Let's just double check here. How much damage? 59%. For a range operation. It's an issue. Iffy. Could make a Neo tank. Could also make more rockets. Honestly, Neo tank seems better. Alright, then what do I do with this bomber? Yeah, move you over here. The anti-air definitely can't reach it. We should be at least mildly close, so that way we can try to pincer it with our other bomber. So I do want to take out that anti-air. That infantry has, like, nothing to do, though. Should get some troop transport over there. eye out for the anti-air. Alright, what can you do? You can't quite hit the anti-air. Okay. Can't hit the anti-air. Yeah, let's hit the anti-air with our tank. Then clear it away with the bomber. Go for the refuel. Self-capture. Return fire this time because we have cover advantage. Nice start capture there. Finish the capture down there. It's tempting to make a third bomber, but if we're too bomber focused, the anti-air is just very anti-air. It's kind of in the name. What is your range? Okay, we're doing the mountain range. Capture. Yeah, we could. Because I could move that full health bomber to move down the infantry to the center of the plains, stop the capturing there, or I can move them here to support our mech that's capturing. I'm gonna do the latter. Well then, I'm just gonna move a tank over there. I will helicopter. Get these infantry. Actually, I'm making APC as well. That way, they pour the APC. You'll just head up. And then I will get tank going. Okay. It's really just a matter of time before we win this. still lost the hit point. Alright, MD tanks. Yeah, that's MD tanks. Not that big of a hit. First, we capture that. Kinda have to hit the rockets, but the rockets are covered by the missiles. So this here is unfortunate. So what we can do is we can block the airport. That's free right now. And then I guess we overdrive it. Yeah, it's not covering the empty tank, which means well, that's a long way around. We're gonna take the shorter way. Why not? And at this point, there isn't much reason not to deploy a bomber, given the mountainous terrain. Alright, you're gonna go tank hunting down south. Move the capture there. And you have enough fuel to tackle. At least do that. Keep under the missile's radar. Yep, blast up the T-copter. You will assist in getting rid of the infantry here from the center of the map. Yeah, I'll do something about that mech soon. Yeah, that seems fine-ish. Okay, we got some supplies there, and now we're just thinking about deploy a tank or save funds. Probably just save funds. Because honestly, we've hit the war of attrition victory condition, which is we can just spam bombers every turn. so you know.
Alright, that means they've plugged up their own factory in return for slowing down our capture. First you go for the troop carrier, but that doesn't really matter. Honestly, you're going to take too long, so let's just relocate you immediately. Continue the tank hunt. Alright, they can block the airport, but they aren't going to be able to capture it in time. That's for goddamn sure. Gonna wipe out infantry, because Hawks definitely got Black Storm next turn, like, for sure. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. You're going to work on the missiles, and our fire is going to take your place in blocking the airports. There you go, you're captured. Done. Yeah, missiles are gone. The rockets now have a new priority target, though. Just in range. That APC just needs to refuel. No two ways about that. You know what? Where's that helicopter? Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna move an infantry onto the T-copter, move the T-copter over. More bomber. As I said, we have won the attrition. We have won the war of attrition, which is literally just spam bombers, neo-tanks, whatever you got. Which honestly means this isn't a fast victory. Fast victory never won by attrition like this, but that's what's happened. I saw a small gap early on, where as Hawk overstretches his own units to try and take the lab, we could have back-capped his HQ then. But that was like a very narrow window. I didn't think we could take it.
tank hunt continues, but it should reach its climax next day. Yeah, you can do something, I guess. And so the tank hunt ends. Hog has no anti-air. Walking up one of your own factories. Rockets. I've unblocked your factory for you. Let me fix that. And I mean, why not? We have the funds, we can just keep blasting them. We have the funds, we got APCs and T-copters on the way. The infantry are gone. HQ capture should happen at some point. Look at that, we can afford 2 bombers. Need much else? I don't think we do. We can just focus on capturing that. We can tackle their artillery. first, let's unblock their HQ. We're all we want it clear for the welcoming party. Right? That handles that. Gun down your transport. Ah, that's right in range of the artillery. Oops. Oh, from here, we're pretty much solid, though. Again, APCs are on the way. What do you do? That's it. Two, maybe three more turns. Yeah, that makes sense. By artillery. Oh, just barely survives. Drop off there. We'll start capturing there. We'll just move over here and I guess just move to there for drop off. I mean, how many bombers do we have? Actually could just finish this, couldn't I? Not even HQ capture, just wipe out all enemy units. The thing that I said was like, yeah, let's not do that. Let's go for HQ capture. Oh, guess what? Securing the lab ended up eliminating all enemy combatants. Funny how that works. Hell yeah, they can really reach that 1 HP infantry. Emphasis on again.
Mission complete.
Really? That was still a decent speed score? Huh. Yep. 4-star. Alright, I will take a quick pee break, and then we will start our next mission. Pick up this time. Let's try Drake. Oh, this mission might have time limit then. The answer to that is no, Hawk. Lash never tries to win. Eagle's mission is the same. Is the mission in parallel with this one, time-wise? Oh, it's the... I haven't seen those in a long time. It's the quad lasers. Days till we reportedly win, unless Eagle. Oh man. Oh man. You got any to the south? North? Okay, it's just the two lasers. See how much mental capacity I got left for this. Okay. I'm having a hard time putting this all into my head right now. Okay, let's see. Try them on all sides. We've got lasers leading through the top and bottom parts, so we can't really... Units have to be on the cities, otherwise they're at risk. Aside from that, we have to put them on the bridges to avoid the lasers. Why is your battleships at half health? Do I merge them? I even take properties because we got a lander. The hell? Tank factories, so they do have anti-air. We also have cruiser and sub. The subs will, without a doubt, need to tackle their battleships. They have a port. There's a neutral port. They have infantry that are a long ways away, but they could easily just spawn a T-copter and zoom over there. So lander, maybe? Maybe lander. That's probably what we want the lander for anyways. Yeah, they got a lot of vehicles over there. You will not be taking that port uncontested, that is for goddamn sure. Hold on, is there no spot to land on their HQ? What the hell? There's no way to land here. You have to go in my air. I think we actually have to last 12 turns against this. Alright, that's that. So we got factory here. All we really need to do is just move like a cruiser or sub onto the bridge or even the lander. If I deem it's not worth it, and they'll just soak up fire, and that's one bridge covered. Missiles will be there. Airport is that way, huh? Yeah, we're gonna need our cruisers to do their cruising thing and act as our mobile anti-air, but also watch out for the... Okay, so there's one neutral port. Got 3 battleships. One in all 3 corners of the map, but I don't have one up in the factory corner, so as long as we just park a ship on the bridge, we're fine. Big issue we're gonna run into is what the hell do we do about the tank and the artillery that's like right there already? Yeah, boy. Okay, that covers that. Now, what about cruisers? I see no enemy cruisers. Geez, these subs only have to worry about the lasers and the land. And lovers. Wait, battleship range? Alright, cool. Battleship range, we're good. First things first, let's just move. Okay, that's like in range of enemy artillery. That's also in range of enemy artillery. Huh. Unless. ammo. Move you over there. Now you're out of range of the lasers. You'll pop in over there. They have anti-air, so this ain't great. Can't use the B-copter to block it. I will just have to use a cruiser. This cruiser will, of course, move over yonder. The decopter will move alongside it. They're going to go onto the sub. I think there's just the one enemy sub. Yeah, there's just one enemy submarine. I need to keep tabs on. Oh, now it works, so it was just that mission. Okay, so the only unit that should be in line of fire for the lasers right now is the artillery. They're lacking resources, aren't they? Sure you do. 12 days until legal comes in. Or how much damage? Oh. You're not good at blocking. Oh, damn. Didn't think the B-copter could do that much damage to a sub. Wrap the curse there. Come on. Let out. What? Oh, it's only 4 fires. Alright. Units possessed a bit. Ah. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, looks like you can't even go onto the reef. Honestly, if I can just bring this tank down to 1 HP, we can last for a long time on that bridge. Exactly! Okay, yeah, we're gonna be in range either ways. Let's take cover in the shoal. very tempting to push out at their artillery. In fact, it's too tempting. Let's take it out. Alright, what's your range? Okay, that's everything. Yeah, they target the cruiser. Ugh. Oh, it is also a battleship. Okay. Lasers from fire jet. All right. Thank you for the warning. If we get a little lucky. No, we don't. Just barely survived. Yeah, let's focus on taking out the sub. What the fuck? Slash's units just deal double damage, period? What the hell? What the hell? Alright, let's go for the MD tank, because Lash isn't really attacking the cruiser with the anti-air. So we're fine there. Alright, and there's just this lander. Oof. Alright, you're gonna have to just wait there, because you can't really get closer until those battleships are taken care of. Once they're taken care of, however, we can just yoink the port, and that'll be good. Oh, you're in line of fire. Okay. No, yeah, you're in line of fire, the other one. How are rockets doing? Rockets are okay-ish. We will wait there. Okay. Oh, it's 5 damage. Yeah, like, what the fuck is up with Flash's units? Don't tell me they win. What the fuck? Advanced weaponry my ass. This is just double damage. I don't even show up on the goddamn info screen. Alright. And I'll move you over there. You cover a lot of that. I'm gonna say let's just use Tsunami. I'm not quite sure what else I could use. Alright, so that's Battleship down. I would love to take out their B-copter, but what the fuck, man? Alright, let's see. You are just outside of range of that, but you have 1 HP, so like... do your best. Yeah, there's nothing really there for it to hit. Okay, their repair costs were pretty big, so that's good. It can target the infantry. I should have kept the lander around. The lander back. Good God. I don't think we're taking that neutral port. Okay, battleship down. Alright, there goes our MD tank. Finally, MD tank's gone. Just have to worry about any kind of indirect fire units getting close to the bridge. How much damage? What the fuck? Oh, that ship moved to the sub. What a coincidence. Alright. Fantastic. That actually works as well as I hoped it would. Okay, what have we got here to work with? Nothing much. probably just have those two ships wait there. What kind of subs even do, though? Act as bait. That's about it. Which they generally might need to. In fact, I'm actually going to have to move this sub up to block that bridge. Oh boy. I don't think any alternatives going to suffice here. Hey there, NB tank. I'm just going to open fire on you. I know this won't do much permanent damage. In fact, it'll do no permanent damage at all. But it will cost Flash money to repair you. Oh, good, there's friendly fire. Ah, rip tank. Okay, is Battleship actually gone from 2 damage? Ooh, these beacoppers are going to be the biggest pain in the ass. Rocky Battleship for the same range. Okay, that explains that. Yeah, no, you need to save your salvos for things that actually matter, not just taking out units all willy-nilly. Yeah, lots left are the units that have to be idle, so that's that. Hangar Lane. No, Lander's not quite gone, it's 1 HP. Artillery might be gone, though. Oh, I have health. Okay. Alright. Our last cruiser with any decent amount of health to it, and it has to be our anti-chopper solution, because that jack shit else. Okay. 9 fuel. You have 9 fuel. You are about to die. Yeah, around there. That should preserve. Yeah, that should preserve the units from missile strike. Oh, one for the cruiser. Of course, now that the ballast has moved away, they're just piling on. That makes sense. Alright, they have any ground factory? Not really. Not really. Okay, fuel's pretty fine for this one, so let's just move you up. Fuel on there. You down there. Here. You even hit nothing, of course. So you'll just move down one. Sit there. Sit there, you'll sit there. You have 1 fuel, so whatever, you'll sit there. All of my cruisers are gone. Oh, that's a bomber. but... actually, they can't get any land units there in time. We have the advantage for now. So I was considering just moving a ship down to the southern bridge to block off that, but... I don't really need it at the moment. Okay, why does it moving decopters into our attack range? Question. Yeah, we're just taking out the enemy tank. That's all we're going to be targeting. So close there. So close. But not quite. At least it'll take a long time for the port to get up and running. Oh, the bomber might be... Oh. It's also the final day, so, you know. It's just outside our attack range. I'm gonna have to sacrifice the infantry. Okay, what can we do? Empty tank gun. I will... Yeah, I can't quite block that unless I use the... I don't want to do this, but I kind of have to. Yeah, it was that or if the missiles go away. can't have the missiles go away, and oh boy, they might get wiped out anyways. Whoa, glad this is the last turn. It's like, despite Drake, Eagle, and Jess being so competent on their own, when together, they don't seem to gel for some reason. Oh, hey, Jess. So next time we'll handle Eagle's mission, and then one more.
Mission
Earth is almost done. And with that, we finished just in time. So, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, fare thee well.